Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. I know you want to watch the video. Before I get into the content, I'm going to talk about my nonprofit, the Accelerated Training Program, a cybersecurity and digital literacy nonprofit based in Charlotte, North Carolina. We are looking to provide accessible cybersecurity education and digital literacy skills to underrepresented groups from the K through 12 space right now, but we have on our roadmap collegiate, elderly populations, etc. Pretty much anyone from an underrepresented group. We want them to get cybersecurity education and digital literacy skills to bring them into the ever increasing digital world that we live in now. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, we do have a donate button if you would like to donate monetarily. We're always accepting donations. If you would like to volunteer your time, we have a volunteer tab where we're looking for workshop volunteers. Currently, we have 1 month workshops, but we're looking to expand that in 2024. Board members, advisory board members, and a grant writer. So if you're a grant writer, if you have experience in grant writing and also winning grants, we would definitely love to have you on our team. To be considered, please complete the volunteer form here, which is a link that will navigate you to a Google form. And again, we're a cybersecurity, digital literacy nonprofit, and we would love to work with you if that is your passion as well. Thank you. Have a good day. And now the video is going to start. Hello, and welcome to day 20 of Advent of Cyber. In today's video, we're going to move to DevSecOps, Advent of Frostlinks. So let me start the machine. Okay. Let me also start the attack box. Okay, so as I said before, some of these rooms will be done out of order, but um, all the rooms will be done. Okay, let's get to the story. One of the main reasons the Best Festival Company acquired the crafts was their excellent automation for building, wrapping, and crafting. Their new automation pipelines make it a much easier, faster, scalable, and effective process. However, someone has tampered with the source control system and something weird is happening. It's suspected that McGreedy has impersonated some accounts or teamed up with rogue frostlings. Who knows what will happen if a malicious user gains access to the pipeline? In this task, you will explore the concept of poison pipeline execution (PPE) and a GitLab continuous integration, continuous delivery. That's what CI/CD means. Environment and learn how to protect against it. You will be tasked with identifying and mitigating a potential PPE attack. A GitLab instance for Craft CI/CD automates everything from sending signals and processing Best Festivals company services to building and updating software. However, someone has tampered with the configuration files and the logs show unusual behavior. Some suspect the frostlings have bypassed and gained access to our build process. So the learning objectives today will be learn about poison pipeline execution, understand how to secure CI/CD pipelines, get an introduction to secure software development life cycles, SSDLC, and DevSecOps, learn about CI/CD best practices. So GitLab and SDLC concepts. GitLab is a platform that enables collaboration and automation throughout the software development lifecycle, which is the framework structure that describes the stages that code goes through, from design and development to deployment. GitLab is built around Git, a distributed version control system, VCS, where code is managed. Here are the key components of GitLab. Version control system. A VCS is the environment where you manage and track changes made in the codebase. It makes it easier to collaborate with others and maintain the history and versioning of a project. CI/CD pipelines. Pipelines automate the building, testing, and deployment processes. Pipelines ensure the code is consistently integrated, tested, and delivered to the specified environment, production, or staging. Security scanning. GitLab has a few scanning features, like incorporating static application security testing, SAS, dynamic application security testing, DAS, container scanning, and dependency scanning. All these tools help identify and mitigate security threats in code and infrastructure. So, CI CD. We mentioned CI CD earlier in the context of pipelines. CI CD stands for continuous integration and continuous delivery. Continuous integration. CI refers to integrating code changes from multiple contributors into a shared repository where code is stored in a version control system. You could think of it as a folder structure. In GitLab, CI allows developers and engineers to commit code frequently, triggering automations that lead to builds and tests. This is what CI is all about, ensuring that code changes and updates are continuously validated, which reduces the likelihood of vulnerabilities when introducing security scans and tests as part of the validation process. Here, we start entering the remit of DevSecOps. Continuous deployment. CD automates code deployment to different environments. During the SDLC's software development lifecycle, code travels to environments like sandbox and staging, where the tests and validations are performed before they go into the production environment. Production environment is the live environment. The production environment is where the final version of an app or service lives, which is what we as users tend to see. CD pipelines ensure the code is securely deployed consistently and as part of DevSecOps. Integrating security checks before deployment to production is key. DevSecOps. We have mentioned that integrating security into CI/CD ensures consistency and threat reduction when integrating it into the SDLC. This is what DevSecOps aims to achieve. Everything we have seen so far is part of a cultural and technical approach that aims to improve collaboration, automation, and CI/CD. It's what we call developer operations or DevOps for short. DevSecOps was born from DevOps and is an extension specializing in security for DevOps practices. Okay, so my phone is going off. So let me mute this. Okay. CI/CD attacks, PPE. In today's Advent of Cyber, you will learn about poison pipeline execution. This type of attack involves compromising a component or stage in the SDLC. For this attack to work, it takes advantage of the trust boundaries established within the supply chain, which is extremely common in CI/CD, where automation is everywhere. When an attacker has access to version control systems, it can manipulate the build process by injecting malicious code into the pipeline. They don't need access to the build environment. This is where the poison pipelines come into play. It's crucial to have effective, secure gates and guardrails to prevent malicious code from getting far if there's an account compromise. Okay, so our scenario. 'Tis the season of giving, but the Frostlings have invaded the Crafts GitLab CI/CD pipeline. They have found a way to poison the pipeline, orchestrating the Advent calendar build process for this holiday season. Your mission as a DevSecOps engineer is to uncover and mitigate this attack to ensure the calendar doesn't suffer from any malicious altercation. So we're going to use the attack box in the VM. So I have started it. Okay. So now our IP address is 10.10.184.127. Okay, so let's go to the GitLab. Okay. Oh, that's cute. Delph Sec Ops try hack me. Oh, hold on. Okay. After logging in, if you see a warning that specifies adding an SSH key, you can ignore it. Okay, but we're logged in and um okay, so no, I don't. Okay, let me go to projects. Okay, So we logged in. Let's take a look at the project. It is a workflow for the Advent calendar site by the Best Festival Company, built by the Crafts. If we check the repository, we see it uses Apache to host an index.html file. So, my projects. Okay. Okay. The configuration file GitLab CI.yaml is written in YAML format for GitLab CI/CD, yet another markup language. That's what YAML stands for. It defines a series of jobs and stages that will be executed automatically when code changes are pushed to the Advent Calendar BFC repository. Let's break down what it does. So let me open it, and I'm gonna have this open. Well, let's see how it looks now because I think it's cool for right now. Okay. Workflow describes a CI/CD workflow for the value assigned to the commit branch. Um, Install dependencies stage. If the pipeline is triggered on any branch, it installs dependencies if there are any. In this case, it echoes a message indicating the installation step right here. This is the installation step. So what that means is it's going to display to your screen. This is the installation step, and you see this is for build. Okay. Before script stage checks for an existing Docker container with a specific name, stops and remove it if found. This way, whenever a new job runs, there won't be clashes with previously running containers. So it's looking for affectionate Saha. And if it's there, stopping container, stopping that container, and then deleting it. Test stage executes the test stage of the pipeline. Runs a Docker container named Affectionate Saha based on the HTTPD latest image. Binds a volume from the local directory to the container's web server directory. Maps port 9080 on the local host to port 80 on the container. So that is, let me scroll down. Okay. Test. Who am I? Sees who I am. Print working directory. Print where we are. Do a LSLA, so long form, and it shows all files, including hidden files. Hidden files are denoted with the period in front of it. Okay. Then it's looking for the public folder, and then it's going to echo testing some Christmas things. Yes, yes. Then it's going to echo this HTML, and then it's going to run the container. So here, so we're exposing port 9081 on port 80. So I think that was one of the questions. Let me see. 9081. Yep. Um okay. Let's keep going. Artifacts specifies that the contents of the public directory, and then rules. The main test stage runs only if the pipeline is triggered on the main branch. Okay, investigation. Detective Frosto received reports that the Advent Calendar site has been stuck in a testing phase for a few weeks. However, the team is acting strangely, and the site has been acting up. As a DevSecOps engineer, you must help Detective Frosto understand what's happening. We could start by checking if there are any merge requests or attempts. Merge requests appear when someone has new code or an updated project version and wants to update the code base with the new changes. In other words, they want to merge it. Let's take a look at the merge request. Click menu. Uh, oh, sorry. No, let me scroll up. Okay. I'm going to go back. Okay. Oh, I could have just went here. Merge request. Okay. Um. Okay. You must help Detective Frosto understand what's happening, we could start by checking if there are any merge requests or attempts. Merge requests appear where someone has new code or an updated project version and wants to update the code base with the new changes. In other words, they want to merge it. Let's take a look at the merge request. Click on the merge request tabs on the left hand drop down. Changes can be seen on the merge tab. Look at the update.gitlab CI YAML change. Okay, there is some activity made for testing. It looks like Frostlano has opened a merge request with some code changes. Explaining it is for testing purposes. Delph lead approved and merged the changes. It seems no code review was done and it was merged directly. Okay, what is going on here? Let's check the job logs. Job logs show all the workflows triggered in jobs that have run or are running. On the same menu on the left hand side, click Jobs from the drop down menu in CI CD. Okay, so, but I think we might have it. Frostlino? No. Oh. Oh, Delph Loaf. Wait, hold on. Who is the handle of the developer responsible for the merge changes? Was it not Delph Loaf? Oh, Delph Lead. Wait, hold on. Okay, so if I click this, who? Not Delph Leaf. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back to that one. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back to that. So I must be missing something. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go to jobs. Okay. Check the jobs that have been executed. At first glance, the testing jobs have been running just like the detective said. However, teams have complained that the production site has been acting up. The testing environment shouldn't be affecting the website and the production environment. In the rules section of the GitLab YAML file, the branch shouldn't trigger a job if the branch is not main, and that's here. Only trigger if it's main. Branches are ways to track changes in work. They are copies of the repository where developers and engineers work on changes. When they are ready, they merge the branch. In other words, they add their code to the main branch, which is the version the workflows use to build the site. Checking the calendar site. Let's take a look at the Advent calendar website, navigate to the machine's IP address, and type the port you saw in the Docker container in the configuration file. Uh-uh. Okay. 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 Oh no, it's been defaced, possibly by Frostlings. The detective was right. Let's check the pipeline logs. Let's check the pipeline logs. Navigate to the pipeline section from the CI/CD dropdown on the left hand side And we should see a view. Okay, that's pipelines. Oh, no. Jesus. Okay. Come on. Pipelines. Okay. So we'll see this. This section shows all the pipelines triggered. Pipelines are grouped jobs. They run based on the config ci.yaml file declarations we looked at before, declaring the jobs to be run. Selecting any of the pipelines and clicking on the pass box should take you to the individual pipeline view. It should look like this. Okay. Okay. Yep. Click a test job and be wary of the arrow button to rerun the job. Okay. Nothing bad should happen. Feel free to try. After clicking test, it should take you to the build logs. You should see who triggered the job and what is attempting to run. Investigating the logs, there has been a lot of testing activity. This type of behavior is not expected. At first glance, we could see commands and behaviors unrelated to the Advent calendar built for Best Festival Company. An incident and investigation needs to be opened. Okay. 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 As discussed in the previous section, new code changes have been implemented. Based on the discussions in the merge request, some jobs have been approved without review and merged by Frostalino. He seems to have many privileges. Are they exploiting its power? That's up to Frosto to decide. For now, let's focus on mitigation. We can see malicious code has been added as part of the test, and the rules have been changed so that the commands in test are the ones that go into production. This looks highly suspicious. Let's break down what's happening. We can see that various commands are being executed, including the following. Who am I? Prints the user of the current user executing the script. Print working directory. Prints the current working directory. ls.la-la lists detailed information about files and directories in the current location, including hidden files. LSLA public lists detailed information about files and directories within the public directory. An HTML file is dynamically generated using an echo command. The file now contains an image of a defaced Advent calendar. Okay, the script uses Docker to deploy a containerized instance of the Apache web server, named whatever is passed to container name. The container is mapped to port 9081 on the host, and the public directory is mounted to user local Apache 2 htdocs within the container. In conclusion, the test step performs various tasks to deface the calendar. It looks like Frostalino has joined Tracy McGreedy's scheme to damage Best Festival Company's reputation by defacing our Advent calendar. Why is this not Frostalino? Did I not spell this right? Okay. I want to say it's Frostalino. Why is this not working? Okay, it's not him. Okay, I need to figure this out. Okay. You should now be able to see the commit history like in the image below. So let me go back. let's go to commits. Okay. Find the commit with the original code, which Delve led should have added. After clicking the commit, you can see the view file button on the top corner to copy the contents. Okay. Okay, so this is the test pipeline. Okay, hold on. Hmm. Okay. Go to the repository, click the configuration file, then click the edit button. Okay, hold on. We need to figure out which one. So I see the index. This is index. What is this? Directory. Nothing here. Okay. Who am I looking for? Okay. For the which he should have added. So this is the README. There's nothing here. Okay, I think I looked at this one. That's the index. Okay, this is it. Okay. Okay. What is the commit number? Okay. What is the commit ID of the original code for the Advent of Cyber site? Okay, I think this might be it. Commit. Is this the commit ID? Okay. Yep. What message did Frostlings leave on the Deface site? Frostlings rule. Frostlings rule. Okay. What server is the malicious server running on? Apache. Okay. Now, let me go back. Okay, so now what do we need to do? Okay, go back to the repository. Okay, files. Click on the GitLab YAML, and then we're going to click edit. Okay. Now, edit the file and add the correct code copy from the commit. Okay, so I didn't copy the commit. That's what I should have done. Okay, make sure you read all the instructions. Let's see if I can go back. Or I'm gonna just do this. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna copy. We're gonna edit. We're gonna paste. And we're gonna commit. Okay. To remediate these types of attacks, we can do several things. Prevent unauthorized repository changes. Enforce protected branches to prevent unauthorized users from pushing changes to branches. Add a protected branch by navigating to the repository settings repository. In the protected branches section, click expand, scroll down, and change the allow to push to no one. Everyone must open a merge request and get the code review before pushing it to the main branch. Okay. Artifact management. Configure artifact expiration settings to limit the retention of artifacts. If an attempt like this happens again, the changes and files created will not be saved, and there will be no risk of web servers running artifacts. Pipeline visualization. Use pipeline visualization to monitor and understand pipeline activity. Similar to how we carried out the investigation, you can access the pipeline visualization from the pipeline view in your GitLab project. Static analysis and linters. A DevSecOps team can implement static code analysis and linting tools in a CI/CD pipeline. GitLab has built-in SAST you can use. Access control. Ensure that access control is configured correctly. Limit access to repositories and pipelines. Only admins can do this, but this is something the crafts team should do. They need to kick Frostlino out of the project as well. Um, Regular security audits. Review your .gitlab CI YAML files regularly for suspicious or unintended changes. That way, we can prevent projects like the Advent Calendar project from being tampered with again. Pipeline stages. Only include the necessary stages in your pipeline. Remove any unnecessary stages to reduce the attack surface. If you see a test running unnecessary commands or stages, always flag it. We have gathered remediation steps which will be passed on and communicated to the Best Festival Company Security Squad. Well done, team. We have restored the Advent calendar and can now continue with celebrations for this holiday season. Okay, what is the handle of the developer responsible for the merge changes? So, uh, at Bad Sec Ops. Okay, it was Frostalino, but I needed to get his actual handle. Bad Sec Ops. Ugh, okay. I knew it was Frostalino. I'm like, yo, I'm putting in Frostalino. Why isn't it working? But wanted his actual handle. Okay. If you enjoyed today's challenges, check out the source code security room. And Detective Frosto believes it was an account takeover based on the activity. However, Tracy might have left some crumbs. So that might be in another video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I did too. I have done CI/CD in the past with creating pipelines and things of that nature. So it's always fun to get back to it and do it. But yes, with this room, it's very important to see any minor changes in your pipelines could have a catastrophic effect if done incorrectly. So I can't wait to see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.